Hey guys, I want to take another look at Kaspa. It's been a few days since I looked at this. The ticker for it is KAS, and I'm currently on the daily time frame. Now, before I get into it, I should mention that if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new analysis videos, just click subscribe. But when you do, if you actually want to get notified by YouTube, you have to click the bell and then click on all, right? Because if you just hit subscribe, you most likely aren't going to get the notifications. And I'm going to try and do about 2 or 3 of these videos every single day. So last time I mentioned this coin, I drew this ascending channel, and I said this level here is going to be the primary resistance, right? And that's basically working out. So this is what we're fighting with right now. We see we came up, we got rejected, and yeah, this is the main level, right? But within this ascending channel, we're kind of forming a ascending wedge, right? So nothing to be alarmed yet. Ascending channel is bullish, obviously, but this wedge formation will typically break bearish. One other bearish sign that I'm seeing potentially is divergences on the oscillators here. You see this is the RSI. We have a high on the RSI, and that kind of coincides with this level of price action. Then on the price, we have higher highs, and this is making lower highs, right? So if I go down to the 4-hour, you can see it more clear. This is actually marking it out for us. So right here, it's a bearish divergence, but it's not really that big of a deal on that one. But yeah, you see we have the high, higher high, high, lower high. It's just something to be aware of. I think overall this coin is very bullish, right? So don't get me wrong. But the level to watch right now, I just draw this on your chart, right? You can connect the wicks, right? So right up here, and then the support level will be right here, but also draw this one as well. Now, if for example, this comes up, and if this ends up breaking down, one thing we have not retested this previous level of resistance as a support yet, right? So normally, when you have a strong level of resistance, as we've had in this range, it'll come back and test it as a support level. We haven't yet done that. Definitely not for this horizontal level of support. Let's take this back down to the 4-hour, and okay, so this level. Okay, this could be considered a level of resistance that we broke out of. We have not retested this. So you see we broke out, and we started forming this symmetrical triangle here. Broke out of that, which normally the price action does break out of these kind of bullish formations here. Bitcoin sold off, so this is not really the fault of KAS, and buyers came in to buy this level up really quick. But right now, it's showing a little bit of weakness. This previous level of resistance is kind of serving as a support here. But if this level breaks, and this would be perfectly fine if this happened, the price came down and retested, that would give us our retest of this resistance. So that would be a resistance to support flip. And that would be pretty good if that aligned also with this upsloping level of support from the lower part of the wedge, right, around here. I would personally be a buyer in this range. Obviously, if these levels break, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon, but if these levels break, then obviously the lower support line of this ascending channel would be the point you'd want to look to entry, or I would want to look to enter, right? But yeah, overall, this coin looks much more bullish than most of them, right? So for people that are into the Elliott wave kind of thing, this would be, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 that we're putting in right now. If this is the top of wave 5, this is a pretty weak wave 5, actually. It could be near the top right now. I highly doubt it. What traders do to kind of identify potential targets once we're in this kind of uncharted territory, literally uncharted territory, when we can't look left and see the price action to compare it up with previous levels of supports and resistances. They just use like Fibonacci extensions. So there's a couple that they'll use. I mentioned this in the last video. They'll take a trend-based Fib extension. They'll run it from the bottom to the top right here, and then they'll just drag it down, and that'll give them some targets. So you see right now we're kind of fighting with this level, but it gives a lot of targets, and you really don't know where it's going to get resistance. And then some traders are going to take this regular Fib retracement, and they'll just run it from the top here down to the bottom, and they'll get like different targets from this, right? So the 1618 here, around a little over 9 cents. A lot of traders are going to be looking at this level, and then even well beyond that, you have this 261, and that's all the way up over 30 cents, right? But, you know, from here to there, there's so many different potential targets that you don't really know which one's going to hold, right? So when we're kind of in this uncharted territory, I just go down to the lower time frames, right? And I just trade the patterns that form here. You know what I mean? So here we were in uncharted territory. So you just mark out, you know, okay, you notice this. Okay, we're forming some sort of triangle pattern. This is typically bullish. Draw your lines, trade the price action within it. If it breaks, then you could take a long, and then you just target the next level of what you consider to be resistance. In this case, it would be the this channel, right? So, I mean, that trade would have played out. Like for someone that took that, I mentioned this in the last video, you could have got the break and then you could have sold up here. Would have been a nice gain. As of right now, you know, I'm not personally entering a long position unless the price comes back down here and I can buy against this backstop with a tight stop loss, or if the price breaks above this. But yeah, I would wait for it to break this ascending channel, and I would, if that happened, I would look to enter a retest of it, or you know, if it breaks and I get maybe, yeah, I say a daily candle close above this, then I could buy and I can place my stop loss just below. But yeah, that's how I enter. I don't really like to enter kind of when I'm, you know, when we're in the middle of this range right here, because if I entered here, where am I going to place my stop loss? I have to be below this swing here, and that's just too much to risk for, you know, the upside target, which we back up against this resistance, right? So for me, I'm going to wait for the price to come back down here. I'm not saying it does, but if it does, I'm going to take that opportunity. Or if we break this, you know, this channel line, right, this resistance line of the channel, that's when I'll look to take a long. Am I going to short here? No, not here. I wouldn't short here. If the price comes back here and starts showing more signs of, you know, maybe bearish divergence, like a stronger bearish divergence, you know, maybe I would enter a short and I would place the stop loss just above here. Right, so yeah, right now we're just kind of in the middle. I'm not taking any trades on it. Now, if you're considering this coin is just like a long-term investment, maybe you want to sell it late 2024 and 2025 and you don't have any. I haven't taken a deep dive on the fundamentals of this coin, but I can tell you by publishing these videos, I get to look at the analytics and what coins are getting a lot of attention. And it seems to me like this particular coin is starting to kind of form a very strong community. And that's always a good sign for a coin, right? This, Algorand, Hedera, these coins, I'm surprised by. Oh, and another one, it's Gala. A lot of people are really into these coins, and I'm happy that you guys are requesting them, because I had never heard of Gala, and I had never heard of this coin either before it was mentioned. If you're into this coin and you really believe in it, maybe tell us in the comments what it is that has you sold on it. Why do you like it so much? And yeah, maybe just give us something to look into, right? But yeah, overall, I mean, yeah, this is bullish for Elliott wave traders, potential fifth wave at play. I'm not an Elliott wave trader, but I just kind of keep it in my mind when I see these obvious wave formations. I'm just looking at the price action here, support resistance. And yeah, obviously, this is right at the top of this channel, showing some bearish shines. This could break down. I would look for support around here or here, right? Ideally, if this line, this is only like 2 touches on this support line, so it's not as valid yet, but I do think that, you know, if the price were to dump down here, I think buyers are going to look at this and they might place their long positions to try to defend this level, right? If not, then yeah, here and here is where I would look to enter. Yeah, hopefully that helps. And once again, if you're not subscribed and you want to get these updates in the future, just click subscribe, click the bell, and then click on all. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.